Good morning, world. Good morning. What a crazy week it has been. I'm too tired to even show my face. So, please feel welcome to my organized chaos. Like a sea turtle, we're swimming against the current. Yes, you know that I'm going to make an omelet. I have mushroom, or I don't need those. I have 2 little mushrooms here and some green onion. And what else do we need? We need some eggs. Yes. So, went berry picking, got really hot. And that was Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday, I stayed pretty cool, except for it was just so hot out. And I gotta wash them off. I can't stand it. Just doing housework and laundry and planning for payday and getting ready for eye surgery, putting together Annie's little pin and all those fun things. And I guess I kind of overheated. And I don't like to overheat. And then Tuesday, what was Tuesday? Tuesday, I had to go to town. So I had just checked the antifreeze in my car the other day because the air conditioning uses more antifreeze than in the wintertime, the heater and stuff. So I had topped off the antifreeze. Well, actually, there wasn't any in there. But I put some in, and so it was all good, right? Did all the trips over to Randy's to take care of the little Milo. And I even put some air in my tire. My dash didn't tell me it needed it, but when I checked it, it needed it. So I did that. So, I'm ahead of the game on that one. So I'm headed to town, and all of a sudden, my dash, beep, 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 and it said engine overheating. Pull over. Holy cow. Holy cow. Did I panic and cry? No. No. Is that a normal thing for me to do? Yes. But I just call my car insurance people. And if I need anything, I have the roadside assistance. So it's not that big a deal. It could be, but it's not. And I lifted the hood, and the tank was like empty. I'm like, what the heck? So I very carefully, I know that the radiator cap can be dangerous. So I just started to loosen it very slowly, and then steam started coming out of it, and fluid started backing up into the radiator tank there, you know. I'm like, well, ain't this strange? But there wasn't a whole lot like I had in it the other day. So I called my insurance company, and they was going to send a wrecker. And okay, so I just go into the Exxon station, the gas station, and I'm standing in there for about 30 minutes and waiting and waiting. And in the meantime, I call Randy and Christopher, my nephew and his dad. And I'm like, you know, what do you think? What do you think? And they wasn't really sure. They thought maybe it would have to be looked at. And Chris was ready to leave Walmart and run to my aid. And I said, no, Chris, no. I called my insurance company. They're sending a wrecker, and it's going to be okay. And then I got to, Chris says, where are you going to take it? And I told him, and he said, oh, no, you're not. Oh, no, you're not. You tell that wrecker to take it to my dad's house. And I'm like, where? I thought he said like a foreign word, my dad's house, with his country accent. I wasn't quite sure what he was saying. I said, where? He said, to my dad's house. Oh. No, Chris, I'm not doing that. I am not putting you guys out. You guys have already done enough for me. It ain't happening. I said, and don't you leave that store. Don't leave that store. You stay home. You just got off work. It was too hot. It was 90 degrees, and it felt like 100. It was just, it was awful. And my face was getting redder by the minute with my nerves and everything. And Randy called me back. He didn't answer when I called first, and then he called me back, and he was in the middle of meetings and running errands, and he was so busy, and he didn't need me messing up his day, I'm sure. But I waited an hour on the wrecker, and it was going to be another 45 minutes to an hour. And so I asked Chris, I called Chris, and I said, Chris, can you give me a ride home? I cannot sit in this heat. I had to do something else. I was going to give my keys to the station attendant or leave them in the car under the floorboard or whatever. And I just had to get home and get cool. And as luck would have it, I didn't have Annie with me. And it was the first time I had left her alone since getting her that medicine. And so I was so proud of myself for that. Very thankful. See, you guys, God has got me. He has got me. Chris came to my aid. We put some more coolant in it. We drove my car to my house. Chris followed me, and I gave him some gas money, and then he went home. And though he thinks it's a water pump, so that's where the leak was around. We're going to put in a new water pump gasket, whatever it needs. I don't know if we're going to need some serpentine belt or what my car needs for that. But the last time I had my car at this dealership, they told, because my car was overheating, they told me I needed a whole new engine. And Chris said, no, you take that car, you put antifreeze in that car and taking it to Randy's house. Remember? Now this was 2 years ago. So, it's kind of the same scenario, you know. So, that's done. So, I got home. Chris and Randy are going to help me out. I did have to get groceries. I had them delivered the next morning. But I still have to get the eye drops for my surgery Monday. So Chris said, if I don't have to leave, don't leave. But if I do, put antifreeze in it. Carry some with me. watch it close. Don't run the air conditioner. Go, you know, don't be a maniac out on the interstate. Be, you know, close to somewhere where they can get to me easily to rescue me if need be. Now, I don't know if all that was said, but that's what I heard in the back of my mind. Don't worry, Vonda, I got you. You're never going to have to worry again. You just stay safe. And do I want to dirty another pan? No. No, I do not. There. So, I took my prescriptions in for my eye drops. I knew there was something I wanted to get at the store, something important, but I couldn't remember what it was. Kept thinking and thinking, couldn't remember, got my prescriptions. You know, I had to wait, so that took time. Got out to the car. What was it I needed? What was it I needed? And so finally, when I'm in the store, I can't hardly access my phone because it's trying to hit off their Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. And coffee. I needed some more coffee. I had run out of my coffee. And so I go back in, and I'm so weak from being overheated and just so tired. I grab a buggy or a cart, and I wheel around the store trying to locate the coffee. I've not shopped in store at Walmart very much at all, so I didn't know where anything was. But I found it. Wasn't where my Walmart kept it. And got home, got me a good cup of coffee. The car didn't act up. So I've just been really tired and overheated, and my body doesn't like all this heat, and I look like hell, so I'm trying to stay off camera as much as possible. There's my breakfast. That's going to be delicious. Do you love green onions in your eggs? So good. So good. Oh, there's my blackberry cobbler, you guys. Those beautiful blackberries made me the most wonderful cobbler. I make a pie crust and put on the bottom, and then I thicken my berries, and while they're still hot, I pour them in that pie crust and top them with some, like baking mix with milk dumplings, and then bake it 375 for 30 minutes or so. And, oh, it's delicious with milk. Or ice cream, on it. It's delicious. Some water. Oh, things are funny. There we go. My breakfast. And what should I have with it? Okay, I got half of a bagel. I got my other bagels divided up and in the freezer, so I can take one out at a time and eat it with the cinnamon butter. Oh, so good. So good with the raisin cinnamon. Oh. So yesterday while I was gone, I gave Annie the stress medicine. When I went to town on Tuesday, And she only peed on the floor one time. But she was really dopey, like falling down dopey. Which I felt bad. Maybe I gave her too much. Maybe I shouldn't give her that much. So yesterday, when I went to town, I only gave her a half. It didn't even hardly faze her at all. She was still spazzing out, barking at the neighbor dogs and the neighbor girl, and peed 3 times and pooped on the floor and walked in it. And, So next time I will give her the dose that the vet recommended. And do I want peaches? Still hard. Oranges, no. I'll just have this. This is good. Anyway, she gonna get the full dose next time, right? And I got the pin put up because Monday I have surgery and I didn't know if I wanted her in the house or outside, how long it would be. And, you know, it'd be shady. The rain is in the forecast. So, not doing that. Not doing that. Ixnay on leaving her in the rain in a storm. So, damn. Oh. I got my reading nook set up here. I got The Power of Now is what I'm reading. I read his other book, A New World. It was very good. Key Stay Right Now. And when I had my car trouble, I was so thankful to God because that it was near a gas station and, and people were there to help me. And I had just read The New Earth, so I knew I was supposed to stay in the now, right here, be present, you know. And where's my phone? Where's my phone? I thought I left it here. Where's my damn phone? Where's my phone? I just had it. I just had it. Vonda, you're using your phone as a camera. Vonda, you're using your phone as a camera. Hello? Oh my God. Menopause, we do not care.